It would be a little bit harder to find me this way, but like, dude, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just not fucking worth it. If someone wants to come kill me, there's nothing I can do. They're gonna find me and they're gonna kill me. It's not. Like 2 to 3 times as much XP per hour, as well as considerably more skill chompas per box trap. Nice. This guy got me. GG. Oof. Unlucky. Unlucky. Crazy month in terms of support. Oh, he got me again! Fuck, dude, we're 0 for 2, and he is confirmed in-stream hopping worlds. 99% of the time, it happens in relationships, too. The best thing you can do is just not give too much. Oh, okay. Araxite's here. Is he gonna kill the hardcore? Oh, that's sad. That's pretty fucked up, actually. Is he gonna kill me too? That's unfortunate. Alright, and we're not streaming, but it doesn't matter because we are 85 agility in this clip. Also, French, by the way. Alright, what's going on, you guys? My name's Brobson, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Antisocial Artisan. For those that missed episode 1, first of all, click the link in the description and get yourself caught up, but a quick TLDR on this series is that it is a level 3 Iron Man skiller. So no trading, no GE, no interacting with other players, no training any combat skills of any sort. Try to get as many skill capes, skill pets, outfits, 120s as you can as a level 3 skiller. We left off at the end of episode 1 with an extremely lucky agility pet, getting the pet at just level 39. I wasn't planning on continuing with agility for too long, but since we got the pet so early and got so lucky, I figured we had to go straight through and get an untrimmed skill cape to match our first skill pet on the account. It seemed like the only thing to do, so we decided we were going to go straight through to 99 agility. Unfortunately, I didn't realize how annoying and ridiculous that was going to be on a level 3 skiller, so we've got quite a bit to go over in terms of progress today. First and foremost, I went straight to 52. I did the bar crawl and stayed on the barbarian course until 52. Then we did the wilderness until 65, knocked out the dig site quest, and then took advantage of the empty throne room for semi-AFK gains from 65 to 75, almost 76, before we ran out of XP on the empty throne room. Worked out well, but then I realized we hit a major wall, because our next course, the advanced gnome course, wasn't unlocked until 85, so we had roughly 10 levels of experience to go and no new course above the wilderness course to go to. Normally that's not a big deal because you can just buy the demonic skull from the Zammy wizard for 550k and make faster and faster gains. But we are a level 3 skiller, we haven't done really anything else on the account yet, so I had no way of making enough money to buy the skull, and even if we got one, we were risking it at level 3 and we could easily get one-shotted by PKers on the agility course, and despite how dead the wilderness seems, there are still quite a few PKers hopping worlds and killing people running laps on the agility course, so I needed a way to make some money to be able to get some solid XP gains in agility from 75 to 85. So what we decided to do was thieve, because I recently started a Group Iron Man account with a few of my friends, an unofficial Group Iron Man series, and I was introduced to the insane XP and money-making method for low-level accounts that is safe cracking, and so I figured let's just do that again. Make a couple mil thieving XP, a couple mil profit, and get out of there with quite a few demonic skulls to help train from 75 to 85 agility. In order to make use of the safe cracking method though, we first needed to get all of the buyers and sellers sub-quests done. That's the Thieves Guild quest line in Lumbridge, and the final caper of that quest line required us to get 62 thieving, 40 agility, and 46 herblore. Obviously we had the agility level already, 46 herblore was a huge pain, but we knocked out the thieving first, and we did that by doing the first few sub-quests of the buyers and sellers minigame that we could to unlock the Thieves Guild, and then we just opened doors in the Thieves Guild. You don't need a lockpick for the 3 on the north side, so we just did those and hopped worlds quickly all the way up to level 35. Then we bought a lockpick from Dodgy Derek, who conveniently is right there in the Thieves Guild, and continued by opening the doors on the north side and then using the lockpick to open the doors on the south side, and just continued world hopping all the way until we hit the required level of 62 thieving. And then the true fun began, the fun of trying to get 46 herblore on a level 3 skiller. Now it's level 46, so it wasn't an absurd amount of XP, but it was a lot harder to get than I thought it would be. Normally, I get early game Herblore XP by questing on a new Iron Man account, but unfortunately a lot of the quests that I'm used to using require combat, and I couldn't do them on the level 3. So I couldn't get the two 10k XP lamps from One Small Favor, I couldn't get the two 10k XP lamps from doing Troll Stronghold, and consequently couldn't get the 11k Herblore XP reward from completing Edgar's Rouge. So that's a lot of XP missed out on. But what we did do was start out with Druidic Ritual. We also did the Jungle Potion quest. We did Swept Away and used almost all of the Goulash buckets from Swept Away on Herblore as well. We did the Combat Academy and put all of that XP into Herblore. We also did the Troll Invasion minigame monthly and put all of that XP into Herblore. Then we actually found out that we could complete the Wilderness Easy tasks, which got us 20k in XP lamps, and we dumped all of that straight into Herblore as well, which was clutch. And that got us almost to level 40. So from there, we were kind of on our own. I forgot to mention Dig Site also gives you 2k Herblore XP, so that was a bit of a help as well. But from there, it was all about us needing to get 10 Dungeoneering to unlock the Edgeville Resource Dungeon. Now, Dungeoneering is pretty impossible to do without combat, so again, we turned to questing. We did Myths of the Whitelands to get a 500 XP lamp. I forget, there's one other early game quest. It might have been the Menaphos quest, actually, that gave us a 500 XP lamp. And then we put our last bucket of Goulash into Dunge as well, and did one daily run of Nemi Forest to get us that final level from 9 to 10. And once we hit 10 Dungeoneering, we could go into the Edgeville Resource Dungeon and start picking up herbs. For those that don't know, in the Edgeville Resource Dungeon, which requires 10 Dungeoneering to enter, there is one Harrowlander spawn, one Marintil spawn, one Irit spawn, and one Ranar spawn. So we literally just picked up all 4 herbs, world hopped, and repeated until we had enough herbs to get to 46 Herblore from about 40, which is where we were left off after all of that questing. It honestly probably took us about 4 hours of just picking up herbs and a few of the secondaries required to get from 40 to 46 Herblore, but we finally did it, which meant we could do the final subquest of Buyers and Sellers and unlock Safe Cracking. For those that don't know, Safe Cracking is a super easy little mini game you can do by running around the world and finding safes, and you use a stethoscope to crack the safes. You're given a loot bag when you learn how to do this in the Thieves Guild, and each time you crack a safe, you will fill up the loot bag by a percentage, and you also have a chance to get extra rare loots in your inventory. So the strat is just to run around to the different safes, crack them open, and once your loot bag is full, you go back to the guys in the Thieves Guild and you get additional bonus XP for turning in your loot, and you can also choose to get cash rewards, which is pretty insane. I made about 1.5 mil per hour and was averaging about 400k XP per hour during this, from 62 to 85. We went straight through to 85 thieving, and it was insane. Like, 85 thieving took less time than 46 Herblore, in all honesty. It's kind of crazy how fast we got that done. But we finally did get 85 thieving, and alongside that we had about 4 mil cash, 5 mil cash, and we were set to go ahead and start doing some laps on the agility course with the Demonic Skull. So what I did was I did the Rune Mysteries quest and then the Abyss mini quest, and unlocked the ability to buy Demonic Skulls from the Zamorak Trader in the Wilderness. And then I hopped to Foreign Worlds because I figured they would be less infested with PKers, and that turned out to be a pretty good strat, actually. When I'm not streaming, I almost have no issues with PKers hopping into the Foreign Worlds. If one does, I just hop from like Dutch to French or from French to Portuguese and back. And I really haven't had any issues with getting PK'd and losing the skull. But obviously I didn't want to completely stop my Twitch live stream since I'm a full-time streamer, so I did attempt to run some laps on the Wilderness course as well on the way to 85. And as you could see from the intro clips of this video, that didn't go quite as well. We did get PK'd, I think, 3 or 4 times, which, you know, every time you lose a Demonic Skull on the Wilderness course, you lose 550k cash. So obviously going all the way to 85 thieving got us quite a bit of extra cash, and we haven't even come close to running out yet. But with a few close encounters and a few actual deaths, we did deplete the cash stack a bit, but we should have more than enough to keep going, hopefully all the way through to 99. We did get to 85, which means we unlocked the Advanced Gnome course, and we can use that until 90, but obviously the Advanced Gnome course is considerably worse than just doing the Wilderness course with the Demonic Skull, so I'm going to continue running laps safely on the Advanced Gnome course when I am live streaming, and then try to get away with using the Demonic Skull on the Foreign Worlds whenever I'm not streaming. That way I'll average good XP rates when I'm not live, but I will be safe and not be risking a guaranteed PK while holding the skull and streaming my world. That'll be the strat until we hit 90, and then as soon as we hit 90, we will continue doing the exact same thing, except we will graduate from the Advanced Gnome course on stream to the Advanced Barbarian course. We should definitely get at least 250 laps in on stream to get the Agile legs while we're over at the Gnome course, and then once we hit 90, we'll have a lot of Barbarian Advanced course to get our 250 laps for the Agile top as well. Not that those items are particularly useful. I already have the full Nimble set, which gives 6% bonus XP, so that's better than the Agile set. But just on a level 3 skiller, I figured it'd be cool to have all of the pets, all of the skill capes, and as many of the skill outfits as I can get as well. So getting the Agile set from the advanced courses will be pretty cool to have alongside Nimble and the skill cape in the bank. We are leaving off today's video at 88 agility, so we are about a quarter of the way to 89. We've just got a level and a half left to go until we get to 90 and unlock the Advanced Barbarian course, which is where you will see most of my content over the next 2 or so weeks if you check into the daily live streams. Probably 1 or 2 more episodes of just grinding out agility here on the YouTube series, and then we should have our very first skill cape to go alongside our first pet, and we will have the untrimmed agility skill cape on our Antisocial Artisan, which is actually quite a cool untrimmed cape. Not a big fan of the red trim, but the untrimmed agility cape is pretty cool, and on a level 3 it feels like a very fitting first untrimmed skill cape to have. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. But that wraps it up for today's episode. We are closing it out, running laps here in a Dutch world on level 88 agility, and hopefully we will be able to be making some gains and strides towards the last 11 levels and hit 99 sooner rather than later, because then the real fun and faster progress on the skiller starts, and we can start knocking out some 99s and hopefully some more pets much quicker than this one. Thanks a lot for watching it. Make sure you do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe for future content. Make sure you check the links in the description to check out the playlist for this series so you can watch all the episodes, get caught up. Check out my Twitch link, as I am primarily a live streamer, not a YouTuber, and I do stream every single day, so you can check me out over there. Hang out live and interact during the streams, and PK me if you find me. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I hope to see you next time, and have a good day.